Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Odin, its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Hello subscribers and not subscribers, welcome back to Star Trek Online. DX3 still is for some reason or another incapable of recording this game, so I think we will pretty much be needing to finish off playing through this series basically using AMD's Gaming Evolved thing, because that at least works. I've upped the bitrate for it. Hopefully that will remove some of the just sort of blurriness that seemed to be in the previous recordings. I was recording it with like 10 megabits per second or megabytes per second or whatever. For the bitrate, I have actually upped it now to 20. That will hopefully help. Hopefully. We'll see. Let me go ahead and start a timer, since I'm actually going to try to have a timer set now for 30 minutes. And let's go ahead and if I can actually remember the button. Here we go. So what does this say? A tricky political situation must be resolved with quick thinking and a deal that could backfire. Okay, so our contact is Admiral Tanay, so let's go ahead and hail her.
We know from the information you recovered from the Vahar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Riemann settlement in the Dara system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. This may be a completely internal matter, and if so, the Prime Directive will come into play. We will not be able to interfere, but if there is an outside influence directing these matters, we must know what it is. Our encounters with the Undine and the Changelings have proven that there are entities attempting to move the powers of the Quadrant like pieces in a cow-toe game. It is essential to protecting the Federation to see these attempts for what they are and counter them. I want you to go to the Dara system and learn more about the Riemann uprising. The Riemanns will have hidden their base, so you may have to use subterfuge to find it. One more thing. I realize this is a dangerous situation and that you may be drawn into conflict, but do not antagonize the Riemanns or the Romulans if you can avoid doing so. We are already at war with the Klingon Empire. I would prefer to avoid another extended conflict.
I'll try my best. Okie dokie. So, the gist of our objective is to go to the Dara system, which is located in the Beta Quadrant, and learn more about the Riemann resistance movement. Okie dokie. We've already did that. Asked her about that last episode. So, Dara system. Set a course for that, and wait on our journey over there, which it shouldn't be too long, but if it ends up being too long, I'll just cut it or fast forward it in post, whichever ends up being more convenient. Let's see. So I don't think I really have anything to use here. Well, I guess while I'm here, I should probably go and set R&D, because I forgot to do that after the last episode. Realistically speaking, I should probably go and have somebody work on making me a beam weapon. But I don't think I really have the materials necessary to do so. So I'm kind of limited in that regard. Yeah, I've only got enough for 2 of those. We're almost there, about halfway, I guess. Oh, never mind. Those are always blue, I'm pretty sure. No, they're not. Did I actually get a critical... I doubt I got a critical success on that. If I did, though, that means I'm gonna probably have like 4, I think it is, for those. So I think critical successes get you 2, usually, of whatever the item was. No. Okay, yeah, that was just a normal. That's what I figured was the case. And I've actually got what is needed to make that, but I don't have enough for 2, so I'll just make 1 and hope I get enough for 2. And stop. So let's see. Dara 2 is an uninhabited L-class world orbiting a Class F star. It is one of several planets that Starfleet installed sensor arrays on after the destruction of the Romulan homeworld. The arrays are tuned to detect the spread of radiation from the Hobus supernova and are part of a 30-year study on the long-term effects of such an event on surrounding sectors. Well then, let's begin Frozen. But first, collect that reward. Now we begin Frozen. And the server stopped responding for a moment there. Admiral, the Remans are jamming our sensors, and there is no way to determine where their base is located without assistance. We need a guide. Sensors are picking up a communications satellite nearby. We should be able to modify it to emit a signal that the Remans will think is from one of their ships. When the Remans send someone to investigate the signal, we can get a sensor lock on their ship and follow them back to their base. Okie dokie. Sounds simple enough. Let's zoom out, because that is zoomed in far too much for my tastes. And I think it's pointing us to our objective, but we don't want to go to the objective right now. We want to go... this micronebula's limiting sensor function. We can use it to hide from the Reman ship when we send the fake distress signal. Okie dokie. Well, I'm trying to get through there. So I can head over here real quick and grab that over there. And then we'll head to the communications array. Get the hydrazine gas first. There we go. Now we can turn around and head off towards the communications array. And get that so it ups my damage. And alter the array. The modifications are complete, Admiral. When we trigger the transmission, the Remans should think it is from a vessel that is losing power and needs assistance. There's a micronebula aft of our location. That should be sufficient to conceal the Odin's energy signature while we wait for our Reman guide to arrive. Okie dokie, off we go. Now we're going to go around and sort of swoop in behind the nebula, or the micronebula, so that we are preferably looking in the direction that we need to be looking in. And stop. Send the signal. The signal worked, Captain. Reman's scout ship in range. It's moving to scan the area. I have a sensor lock on the Reman vessel. We'll be able to track it if it goes to warp. Seems to be taking a sweet old time. Detecting a large energy buildup. Sir, it's near the Reman ship. Romulans. The battleship is powering disruptors, Captain. We should go to red. Captain, they're firing on the Reman ship. The scout ship's weapons and engines are damaged, sir. Something that I couldn't catch there at the end. The Remans are cloaking, sir, attempting to re-establish sensor lock. Captain, the Riemann ship has cloaked, but its engines are damaged and sensors are detecting a tachyon leak. They can't stay hidden for long. If we distract the Romulans, then the Riemanns will have a chance to decloak and go to warp. Otherwise, I don't think they can last long against the Romulans. If the Riemann vessel is destroyed, we'll lose our best chance at finding the base. So be it. Now we get to go and beat the crap out of Romulans, which I think is something we've been doing quite a bit of. Oh yes, I can't full impulse when in a micro nebula, or really any nebula. Captain, incoming hail from the lead Romulan vessel. They know we're here. Putting it on the main view screen now. Okay. The famed USS Odin. You're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Riemann rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I'll be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate for you. Well, we're not leaving, so I'm going to beat the snot out of you, and I hope you don't mind. Although, you do have better weapons than me, I'm pretty sure, so you'll probably beat the snot out of me. But, hopefully not. Okie overload, and fire. And tachyon beam. Oh. Ouch, that hurt. Oh, shit. That's gonna hurt. Let's get a friend in here. Oh. Reverse shield polarity. Okay, oof, that was actually much better than I would actually expected, to be honest. The hell's that? Not a fan of that noise. That's gonna be annoying, isn't it? Admiral, the Riemann scout ship has decloaked. They'll try to shake us. We need to stay close until we get a lock on the ship's warp signature. Okie dokie. The Riemann ship is on the move, sir. We should follow it. I mean, I think they know we're following them, so... yeah. Kind of hard to hide a ship the size of ours, especially when it's much larger than theirs. I mean, if they don't know that we're following them, I feel as though the guy in charge on that scout ship is an idiot. They clearly saw us leave the nebula, I'm sure, and beat the snot out of the Romulans over there, which are probably actually the Tal Shiar, or, well, yeah, probably the Tal Shiar. Okay, we're not going to warp as soon as we get the opportunity. We're going to go back there and get that other hydrazine gas. Oh. Oh, crap. Okay. Well. This thing should be easier to take out. Well, except for those, which are really freaking annoying. Ow! That hurt. Damn it! Fire on those. Get our shields up. Fire! Don't sit there. Engineering. Keep trying to repair our hull. And emergency power to the right shield. And evasive maneuvers. Okay. We should have this in the bag now. Please take that out. Our right shield's not exactly in the best condition. Well, at least it actually hit our rear shield, apparently. Oh, these damn things. Okay, there we go. Oh, and it warped through the asteroid, might I note. Okay, the Ringman ship has executed a short-range jump, and I have a lock on its coordinates, sir. We can engage warp as soon as you're ready. Not yet. I need to get this hydrazine gas. And maybe patch up my ship as well. But we can do that while I get the hydrazine gas. Oh, wrong way. Okie dokie. Spread out the shields. They're not exactly even, but we should be fine now. Follow it. Okay, no audio there. I'm not picking up any ships, sir. Admiral, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are one or more cloaked ships in the area. Riemann cloaked ships can appear as concentrations of tetryon particles. I will continue scanning the area. The surface is there is something interesting on the planet's surface, however. Sensors are detecting a large underground installation. It could very well be the base that the Riemann resistance is using. The entire area is protected by a magnetic shield, though, so we can't transport inside. There is a series of caverns connected to the installation. We could send a team there and try to find a way to disable or circumvent the magnetic shielding. Well then, I guess we are going to beam down to the caverns and find a way inside the base. Continue. Beam us down. Whoever it is that's our transport officer. Admiral, this is incredible. The underground cavern we are in is natural, but the base itself, it's a ship. A Diedrich class, I'm guessing. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. If my tricorder readings are correct, the Riemanns moved a derelict vessel into the cavern. We appear to be in a maintenance area adjacent to the hull of the ship. The Riemanns probably mine these tunnels for raw materials. I'm picking up multiple veins of ore that could be useful if they are replicating ship parts or weapons. I'm not reading any way into the ship from here, though. We'll need to find an entrance. Okay, so we shall find a way in, but first things first, we'll check to see if there's any loot to steal from these Riemanns. That we may, I think you get the opportunity to help them, or not. Sure, the cavern seems to be occupied by indigenous fauna. We should proceed with caution. It also appears to be occupied by mastiffs. So, yeah, we're going to beat the snot out of those. But first, search the crate. A large shield charge and hypo. And beat the snot out of the mastiffs. Oh, that's a lot of mastiffs. Okie dokie. I mean, I kind of figured it was probably a pack, but it's a bit more than I was expecting. I thought there would only be like one other one. If... Oh, now you guys are going out on the offensive. You don't even care about waiting for my orders to strike. Just punch it. Kick it. Somebody put their mine up there. Oh. I was bleeding. Okie dokie. This abandoned lab station was probably used to refine the ore the Remans collected while creating this maintenance tunnel. And then they just abandoned this and decided not to, like, I don't know, maybe tear it down and reuse the materials? I mean, really? You can't do that? Or were you just too lazy to do it? Is anyone gonna say anything about this room? Nope. You guys are like, oh, well, that's just a room that's there because they wanted it to be symmetrical for the most part. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, that's an adult. Where's the mature? There we go. I don't know why that one's standing way back there. Oh, got killed by the mines. The consoles in this room appear to operate the heavy machinery the Remans used to create the cavern. The entrance to the base should be just ahead. I mean, if you say so. Mining laser. Why do I get the feeling we're gonna blow a hole in this? This tunnel leads directly into the main area of the base, sir, but it's completely blocked. I wonder if a weapon on its highest setting would breach it. Scan the grid and find a way into the base. Or we could just use the mining laser that is conveniently pointed in this direction, might I note. This gate is made of titanium alloy, Admiral. There's no way a hand weapon will blast through it. We need something with a lot more power. That's it! Sir, did you see the mining laser? Yes, and I pointed it out. If it's operational, we might be able to modify it to do the job. I think the controls for the laser are on the other side of this wall. Okay. Which means step back here, because somewhere over here is the controls. Oh, okay, here we go. Here they are. Use mining laser. Malfunction. Engaging automatic shutdown. Well, okay. We tried. Something must be wrong with the mining laser, sir. We should perform a more detailed scan to determine the source of the problem. Okay, I guess we can try that. We'll see how it works out for us. Scan the mining laser. Admiral, the mining laser's power system isn't strong enough. We won't be able to cut through titanium. I think there are several different ways we can fix this. Your career training will help. Okay. Your applied tactics instructor always told you to use whatever was available to get the job done. You think you could modify the power cell of a hand weapon to boost the output of the mining laser. Starfleet weapons aren't compatible, but the Remans might have left something suitable in the cave. That must have been like my inner thoughts telling me something. So let me guess, probably over here. Yep. Here we go. Oh, shit. Spiders. Okay, you guys, you deal with them. I'm gonna collect the power packs here. Gilkerma ice spiders. I hate spiders. Why does every new species we encounter try to kill us? Because why wouldn't they? Obviously. There we go. Got the power packs. Oh, I need to get 3. Damn you, game. I thought this was going to be an easy, simple walk in the park. Oh, are there... Seriously? There's none in here? I'm surprised by that. I figured there would be. Okie dokie then. Well, if we go back to here where there may be some more. Yeah, power pack. Okay, nothing in that room apparently trying to kill us, which is kind of a surprise. And this room as well. Oh, nope, spoke too soon. Yeah, you guys deal with that while I read this. You have all the power cells you need, but before you can use them to boost the output of the mining laser, you will need to fuse them together and install a single control unit that is strong enough to handle the burst of power without burning out. Okay. Good job. You guys actually managed to do something on your own, and it looks like somebody is stuck back here. Okay, who's stuck? No, no one's stuck. Why is it showing? Oh, okay, that's why. 'Cause somebody decided to go and put a turret there. Place the power packs. Okay, I was wondering if they actually showed up or not. Don't roll when you feel like it, damn it. Now we fuse them. And I'd imagine we probably picked them up at the other one? No, okay. They don't look any different, but I'll take it. The combined power pack is now ready to use. All you need to do is install it in the mining laser and cross your fingers. Well now, that I don't think is necessarily great. But let's go ahead and modify it. And considering we're at about 26 minutes, I get the feeling I'm probably going to be needing to cut this a little ways in. That did it, sir. Power to the mining laser is steady and it should be ready to fire. Probably going to have to cut this about once we get through there. Or a little while after. I may just cut it once we get through. We'll see. Okay, there we go. Success! The path inside the Riemann base is clear, Admiral. The Riemanns will be alerted to our presence, so we will need to be careful. But I have a feeling that Obasek will want to see us. Or that Obasek wants to see us. It sounds like it's still powered up. Oh, I didn't even notice this over here. Oh, shield charges. I don't even bother with them. I don't quite recall what happens after this. I know we go in there, I'm pretty sure we talk to Obasek, but I don't recall if you get into a fight afterwards. I think you do. So, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, and because I think that if I continue on, the next episode will probably only be like maybe 20 minutes max. I'm going to cut this actually right here. So, yeah. So for this episode, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share. I will see you guys next time. Until then, live long and prosper. Hello subscribers, non-subscribers, welcome to the second part of this, essentially. Actually, I'm going to ask you guys a quick question that I kind of probably should have asked in the last one, but whatever. Would you guys prefer for me to just go and record essentially an hour-long episode for these and basically just not split them? And if you do, just let me know in the comments section. The reason why I ask is just because, well, again, you guys may not like that I split them like I do. But that's just because I figure nobody really wants to watch an hour-long episode for the most part. Although, granted, at the end of the day, it is Star Trek, and basically every single television series for Star Trek has had hour-long episodes. So it, technically speaking, would work to a degree. But again, just let me know in the comments section if you guys prefer. For me, the difference is really nothing. The difference is basically just render times being, well, pretty much give or take about double. At least, of what it is if I render it in one sitting rather than splitting it into two separate rendering sessions like I normally do. But again, just let me know in the comment section what you guys would prefer. But let's go ahead and start my timer and continue on. So we have, oh, okay, we got some particles over here to scan. Let's go ahead and scan those. And I know there's a group of people that walk by here, so we'll just wait for them to walk by and ask them where Obasek is. Here we go. You. Why are you here, outsider? Tell me about your life here. The nights are cold and there's not enough food. It is a place like any other. For now we are safe from the Tal Shiar, but I fear that will soon change. Why are you fighting the Romulans? My wife was working on a mining ship. This was not a military vessel. It had no weapons and limited shields. It was not in restricted space, and it threatened no one. The Tal Shiar captured it and questioned everyone on the crew for weeks. My wife died, screaming in a Tal Shiar interrogation chamber. I fight for her. Okay, and what do you want when this conflict ends? What do I want? I cannot answer that question. All I want, or all I will ever want, died with my wife. Okay, well then, I'll talk to you later, I suppose. Goodbye. The Remians seem to have been expecting us. Perhaps we should have just knocked. Probably. In this case. They probably would have gladly accepted us. Be careful, I heard the Tal Shiar of a spy in the Resistance. Well now, that can't be good. Okay, somebody over here probably has to say something. Yep, you. You look like you're a high-ranking official. Really? Okay. You say the same thing as the other guy. You say the same thing for the other guy. You say the exact same thing as the other guy. Okay then, I'm not going to bother talking to any of you. This base is remarkable. The Remans must have disassembled the old ship and beamed the pieces in one at a time to construct it. That seems like a bit too much of a hassle for me. Oh, okay, that door doesn't open. How the hell do I get in? Is there anything in here? Oh, there's something up there. Oh, just a crate to open. Nothing too important. But we'll still go and open it. Gives me some stuff to sell. Okay, yeah, all these guys, I think they appear to say pretty much the same thing, so we're not going to bother talking to them anymore. Oh, another crate. I know Obasek's in the center room somewhere. And this is our way in. At least it appears to be. Yes, okay, Obasek.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the...
Hello.
Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy?
You tell me. Why should I help you? If you give me a good reason to help you, I'll probably be your friend. However, if you don't give me a good reason, I'm probably not going to bother.
My hope is that you are here to talk, but I am prepared for the alternative.
It doesn't seem like it'd be a fun fight for me. It's a lot of people. And I gotta deal with you and this guy here. Commander Rashna, I guess.
The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
Why are you doing this? Why fight the Tal Shiar?
Why? You ask why? This place is one of the last sanctuaries left to my people, and even it is lost to us now. The Romulans have driven us from our homes, destroyed our ships, and captured or killed our loved ones. They seek to exterminate us, and we will not go quietly.
Okie dokie.
Understand, I do not want this war. I want freedom for my people. It is the Romulans and the Dark Masters they serve who have caused this. Now they must suffer the consequences.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Did Sela order these attacks?
This campaign of terror is the Tal Shiar's doing, not the Empress's. Still, Sela does nothing to stop it. There is little love between the Empress and the Tal Shiar. Did you know that many years ago, she was exiled from Romulus for attempting to assassinate the head of their order? The Tal Shiar have their own masters, and Sela despises what she cannot control.
Okie dokie.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Yes, I'm going to ask you every question I can, so quit asking. Why do you think the Tal Shiar are doing this?
Hakiv and the Tal Shiar no longer serve the Empire. The demons of air and darkness are their masters now. They whisper in the night for chaos and despair, and Hakiv gives them blood as tribute. Our blood.
Okay, seriously everyone? You're all gonna just go and have the phasers out? You know, really? Seriously. They're not having their weapons out right now. You guys don't need to go and have yours out right now. Just keep your hand on it, but you don't need to have it out.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Tell me more about these demons.
I have never seen one of these demons, and I will not speak their name, but I know they exist. Eons ago, they ruled this part of the galaxy. After thousands of years of tyranny and death, the races they ruled rose up against them, driving them from their home world into unexplored space. We thought they had been destroyed. We were wrong. The demons of air and darkness survive, and they hunger for revenge.
What, the Iconians are probably like the only group that have basically ruled the entire galaxy at any one point in time. And, well, they're pretty much not here anymore. So, maybe he's referring to the Iconians? I'm thinking, but granted there's probably some other group as well that at some point ruled this part of the galaxy that he could also be referring to.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Do you still have Thalaron weapons?
A small supply. They are terrible things. Weapons of war so horrible, they should have never been invented at all. But they were. And my enemies are great. If I must resort to barbarism to free my people, that is not too high of a price to pay.
Okie dokie.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
Quit asking, I'm going to. Have you tried to find a peaceful solution?
There will be no peace. Not while Hakiv lives. This is not a problem that can be solved by diplomacy. Hakiv kills my people, I kill his. That is how it will be, until one of us is dead.
Hakiv's not a great guy, so I'll probably end up helping you.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
What do you want from me?
We need your help. Talk to Starfleet Command. Tell them what you have seen. Tell them if my people are to survive, we need assistance. Starships, soldiers, medicine, protection for the refugees. I'm asking for the Federation's aid. You claim to be an organization dedicated to freedom for all peoples. Tell me, will you help my people now?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Obasek. I probably cannot get you the starships or the soldiers. And the medicine might be a bit difficult to get, but it's probably possible. But for the protection for the refugees, that I can pretty much guarantee Starfleet will gladly help you with. But medicine might be a bit harder to persuade for, and you're pretty much guaranteed not to get the starships or soldiers. That's pretty much the way this would more than likely really work out. So, yeah.
Is there anything else you wish to ask?
And as I had said, not really a fan of Akiv, so I'm gonna help you. Well, I said I probably wouldn't. You know what? I will. But like I said, you're probably not gonna get your starships or soldiers. You will probably get the medicine, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get the protection for the refugees. So surrender, and I will see that you are treated fairly. Well, wait. No, that I think puts me in a bad position with the Remans. So to actually help him, I think it's I may not agree with your tactics, but I will not stop you. So that's what we're gonna go with. I may not agree with your tactics, Obasek, but I will not stop you.
I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free.
Okay, Obasek, give me a moment.
I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great...
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected.
I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out.
The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Commander Roshna, transport the reinforcements here. Tell them to assist our new ally.
Security forces transporting.
That's it?
Fight
Just those
well,
two?
My friend. My people are counting on you.
It's not much help. Admiral, we've lost our transporter lock on you and the away team. The Tal Shiar must have activated a transport inhibitor. You'll need to find that inhibitor and shut it down. Okie dokie, so now we get to go and beat the snot out of every single Tal Shiar person that we find. Okay, surprisingly they don't appear to have a medic. If they did, I would have gone for them first. Though maybe the officer acts like a medic, but it doesn't matter anymore because they're all dead. This way. Okay, let's deal with the commander. Ouch, don't shoot me. And back around. These two guys, it would be great if they would follow me, but they're not going to, I'm sure. Oh, got the general. And they had like some sort of drone over there. Ouch. Yep, that kind of hurt. Okay, where is the inhibitor? Oh, well. Let's try looking in this. Disable the transport inhibitor. The Remans should be able to handle it from here, Admiral. We should return to the ship and report to Admiral Tanay. Obasek trusts us. I don't know if he's right about the outside influence on Hakiv's actions, but I'm sure that he believes these demons are real. If there is someone directing Hakiv to attack the Remans, this isn't a purely internal matter now, and the requirements of the Prime Directive aren't as clear. Even if he's wrong, Obasek is asking for the Federation's help. Without it, the Remans may be exterminated. Are we supposed to simply ignore genocide? Yes, okay. Beam us up, whoever is our transport officer. Yes, I have completed everything I wish to do down here. Okay, you know what? This is only 15 minutes. I'm gonna put these two episodes together in the end.
I sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakiv's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
I tried to tell him. Well, I didn't obviously really tell him that because you're not able to. But as I said, he's probably not going to get the actual direct Starfleet support of ships and soldiers. But at the very least, he can get aid to the refugees and maybe some medicine. But beyond that, he's pretty much on his own unless he can get us some actual proof, in this case, of these demons existing. And actually directing Hakiv. As soon as he gets proof of that, then we can gladly go and actually hop right on into the supporting him. But until then, he's on his own. Let's see. Do I go with the wide beam pistol or the split beam rifle? I think I'm going to go with the split beam rifle. Even though I'm pretty much using just my pistol, but I'm not replacing my pistol. There's more going on here. We can't just ignore it.
I agree with you. There is more to this story, and we must continue to follow the trail until all is revealed. As I have said, directly assisting the Remans against the Tal Shiar would be interfering with an internal affair, and that is prohibited by Starfleet regulations. However, I will authorize you to continue investigating this matter. If you can find evidence that supports Obisek's claims, then more options will be open to us.
Kind of like the way you said investigating, as if, like, you're not really going to be investigating, you're actually going to be helping Obisek while trying to find evidence. But, okay. We're being held by Obisek. No, Obisek, I'm done talking with you for now. We can talk later, I suppose. But for now, like I said, I'm done talking to you. And let's go ahead and for a little special thing that I finally found. There we go. My god, that loading screen to get in here took ages. Well, not really. Not literally ages, but it took longer than I think it should have. Okie dokie, let's line ourselves up. Zoom in. Go here. Find this. Where is it? Okay, here we go. So, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell. And as always, live long and prosper. But, like I said, goodbye. That is going to be it for this, and I'm going to be editing these two together because they're not actually... This episode's not nearly as long as I thought it would end up being. So, yeah. You can watch me pet my tribbles for a moment while I actually decide to wait just a little bit longer for shits and grins. But goodbye.